Hello Nistas and Nistas, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance, whether it's body or home. And today we're here to talk fragrances, you guys. So I want to share with you my top 12 picks for Christmas fragrances 2024. So if you're interested in hearing my Christmas thoughts about fragrance, please stay tuned. All right, Nistas, so I have 12 fragrances here that I compile that make me think of Christmas, and I think would be very befitting to wear on Christmas Day, no matter what the event is, whether you're at work Christmas parties, family Christmas parties, extravagant Christmas galas, anything that you can think of that's Christmas, caroling, lights, all of that. I think I have something for everything. But when I was coming up with this list, I was thinking to myself, what are things that make me think about Christmas? So I said, when I think of Christmas or the holiday season period, I think of cinnamon, I think of chocolate, I think of baked goods, and I just think of statement makers. So I have 12 fragrances that I'm going to share. So starting off with the category of cinnamon, I have 2 fragrances in my collection that has cinnamon that I really enjoy. The first one is from Parfums de Marly, and this is Althair. This had a lot of hype last year. This is from the male line, but I find that many more women purchased it than they probably expected, but you know, I believe fragrance is fragrance. So Althair has fragrance notes of orange blossom, bergamot, cinnamon, bourbon vanilla, elemi, gaiac wood, praline, and musk, you guys. This was so popular last year. This is such a beautiful fragrance. To me, it smells more female forwarding, in my opinion, than male forwarding. A man can wear it, don't get me wrong, but it's just something about it that just gives me this sophisticated, mature, it girl vibe. And it is definitely one of those type of fragrances that remind me of the Christmas holidays. So again, this is Althair by Parfums de Marly. The next fragrance is something that I just recently added to the collection. It's not new to me because I have gone into store time and time again, sampling it and debating within myself whether I wanted to purchase it. So I finally purchased it not long ago, and this is New York Forever by Bun Number 9. This is so good. I actually like this better than Althair, and I think they came out around the same time. This right here is so good. It has fragrance notes of fresh cinnamon bark, patchouli oil, sweet spicy vanilla, honeyed amber, musky lavender, and moss. Now, I was somewhere reading, and one of the reviews, and someone mentioned that Angel Share is, this is similar to Angel Share. Angel Share was at one point on the wish list, but after I purchased this and I sampled Angel Share even more, I realized that I don't need them both. But if you're familiar with Angel Share and you really like Angel Share, I think you would definitely like New York Forever. It is such a beautiful festive type of fragrance. The cinnamon and patchouli just gives this fragrance that extra that you get when you smell fragrances, and it is good. So again, this is New York Forever by Bun Number 9. Now moving on into the chocolate slash baked good fragrances, I have 3 fragrances in that category, and starting off with Le Gourmand by Jousset. I have featured this in one of my shorts. This is probably one of my top fall gourmand fragrance. This is a chocolate chip cookie in a bottle, you guys. It is so good. This has fragrance notes of grilled toast, salted butter, baked cookie dough, chocolate spread with chopped hazelnuts. It smells so good. You can smell the warmth in this. You can smell the chocolate. You can smell the nuttiness. This is such a gourmand delight, and it just screams holiday. It smells really nice. You have to be a gourmand lover to like this fragrance, or it could be very off-putting. But for me, I really enjoy it. And again, this is Le Gourmand by Jousset. The next fragrance, you guys, it is an unsung fragrance in my opinion when it comes to chocolate. And I totally understand why, because everyone is not a chocolate lover when it comes to fragrance. And the next note in this fragrance, it is one of those fragrances that if it's not done the correct way, it is off-putting for me, and it is Violett. So this is Choco Violett by Mancera. You guys, this is a pretty fragrance, and I just think that it doesn't get enough shine, or it didn't get enough shine. This is a floral chocolate fragrance, and like I said, you have to be both a fan of chocolate and Violett, or it's either here or there. You either like it or you don't. Very polarizing fragrance. It's just one of those type of fragrance, and it's something about the mysteriousness in those polarizing fragrances that makes me like them even more. This fragrance has notes of sparkling bergamot, orange hazelnut, sensual violet, dark cocoa, vanilla pods, and white musk, and it is absolutely beautiful, you guys. Like I said, when I apply this fragrance, I apply it heavily in the bottom region of my body, and I go very lightly, like round in the neck area, and just to get those whiffs of that fragrance as you're walking, as you sit down, it is just so pleasant. And this is one of those fragrances that it does not really even need any layering. It's one of those type of fragrances that can stand on its own. Very nice fragrance. All right, the next chocolate fragrance that I want to share with you guys is more of an earthy, woody type of chocolate, and it's one of those cacao chocolates, like chocolate in its first form, and it's from the house of Bond number 9, and it is New Bond Street, you guys. I wouldn't say that this is a fan favorite. It is definitely a polarizing fragrance as well, that you truly have to appreciate those earthy tones and that rich, deep, dusty like cacao note. And it has fragrance notes of bergamot, mugget, pepper, cacao, coffee bean, creamy chestnut, patchouli, vanilla, leatherwood, and sandalwood. This is an absolute earthy gourmand masterpiece in my opinion. That's just my subjective opinion. And like I said, you have to appreciate those earthy first form type of fragrance note to really get this fragrance. It's perfumey, but at the same time, it just smells like earth. It just smells like woods. It smells like cacao beans. It smells like coffee beans. It doesn't smell like brewed coffee. It's more like a coffee bean fragrance. But really enjoy this fragrance, and it definitely reminds me of the holiday season. So again, this is New Bond Street by Bond number 9. Now let's move into the nutty notes. All right, so I have 3 fragrances that fall into that nutty category. This is absolute one of my favorite fragrances from this house. One of my favorite nutty, comforting type of fragrances. There's something about nutty fragrance that gives you like this comfort feeling. So this is Italica from Xerjoff's Cosmopolitan line. And this fragrance has milky notes, saffron, almond, vanilla, toffee, cedarwood, sandalwood, and white musk. This is such a beautiful fragrance. You definitely get the lactonicness. The lactonicness is through and through. It is very linear. You're going to have the lactonic note that's going to carry from the beginning to the end. The nuttiness is just like, it's in the background, but it's very present. And the sweetness from that toffee and that vanilla makes this a perfect holiday gourmand. So again, this is Italica by Xerjoff. The next fragrance is one of hubby's all-time favorites because I've had 3 bottles of this gifted. This is Rolling in Love by Kilian. And this is also a lactonic nutty type of fragrance. It has almond, musk, iris, tuberose, Vanilla and Tonka Bean. This is one of those fragrances that I think if you have like a family, or if you're very conscious of how you smell as far as your projection, this is the perfect fragrance if you're one of those people that you have to wear like light fragrances around certain people, or even if you work in an environment that you're not supposed to wear very high projecting or loud fragrances. This is perfect for that. It's not a skin scent, but the way they have these notes combined with the floralness, and you still get that nuttiness and that lactonic note, it is absolutely perfect for those type of environments. And it definitely reminds me of the holidays. I'm not really sure if it's the fragrance notes or it's because I have received these fragrances for gifts or not, and it could be a little bit of both, but it definitely reminds me of the holiday season and I completely enjoy it. So again, this is Rolling in Love by Kilian. All right, the next one, you guys, this fragrance took me by surprise when I first got the fragrance. I did blindly buy this fragrance, and I was so pleased when I got it and realized how good it was. This is another comforting type of fragrance. This is Vanilla Tonka by BDK. And this fragrance has notes of orange blossom, almond, rose absolute, tobacco absolute, tonka bean, Madagascar vanilla, ambergris, and amber. This is very powdery, you guys, but you do get the nuttiness in it. This is so good. Oh, this is so pretty. And the orange blossom is not that tarty type of orange blossom, and it doesn't even really smell like the orange blossom that smells like a flower or a plant. It's just perfect, you guys. It's not a gourmand fragrance. I wouldn't put this in a gourmand category, but I definitely will put it in that nutty comforting category, because it's more powdery than it is lactonic or nutty. I'm not really sure what's giving it that powdery note. I don't know if it's the combination of the rose with the almonds and the tonka bean. I'm not really sure what's giving it that nuance, but I like it and I really enjoy it. So again, this is Velvet Tonka by BDK. All right, Nistas, the next category is statement makers. Yeah, I think everybody wants those type of fragrances every now and then, and maybe me a little bit more than normal, but these are those powerhouse fragrances that are gonna leave a sillage. It's one of those fragrances that people are gonna smell before they see you. It's one of those fragrances that you wear to your events where you are dressing up, you black tie events, extravagant galas, just top tier Christmas events, and even New Year's, you guys. These are those type of fragrance, and they leave a trail and they definitely make a statement. The first one is none other than Delina Exclusif by Parfums de Marly. This fragrance has notes of pear, lychee, grapefruit, Damascus rose, incense, vetiver, vanilla, and musk. If you know, you know. This is a beautiful fragrance. The lychee is very present in here. The grapefruit, it kind of like takes the place of the rhubarb in the original one. Not a fan of the original Delina. It's just something that just does not mix well for me with my body chemistry. Excuse me. But really enjoy the Exclusif. So again, this is Parfums de Marly, Delina Exclusif. All right, the next fragrance, you guys, is one of my all-time favorites, and I call it my black tie fragrance. This is Nomad by Bun No. 9. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. This fragrance has notes of pear, quince, blackcurrant, violet leaves, oud accord, rose, amber, and vanilla. The oud accord in here. If you want to get into oud fragrances and you're not really sure This is one of those safe ones that I think that you can start wearing before you get into a full-fledged oud fragrance, because oud can be a little or a lot overbearing if you're not sure what you're doing. But this is definitely a great starter oud, but it is a statement maker. You're going to get compliments after compliments. They're going to smell you before they see you. You're going to leave a scent trail. And so Nomad is one of those fragrances that will definitely linger and grab a hold to your olfactory notes in your nose, and you know, it's kind of like stuck. It'll be there. I have smelled this on other people because I just know what it is, and just like, I know what you have on. You smell so good. But this is absolutely a beautiful fragrance. So again, this is Nomad by Bun Number 9. The next fragrance, you guys, is also one of those statement making type of fragrances, and this is Queen of Silk by Creed. This fragrance has notes of osmanthus, magnolia, saffron, tuberose, passion fruit, agar wood, patchouli, Madagascar vanilla, incense, myrrh, ambroxan, cedarwood, and musk. You guys, this is definitely one of those fragrances. It's a very strong fragrance, but I would not limit this fragrance to just fall, winter. That's just my opinion. This is also one of those fragrances. Actually, all of my statement making fragrances, I feel that I can wear year round, and they're perfect for evening wear, going out wear, after 5 wear. They're just perfect for that. And this one also falls in that category. It is definitely a statement maker. It will leave a sillage. The tuberose in here is very profound, mixed in with that patchouli and the sweetness from the passion fruit. It's just perfect. It's good. This is really good. So again, this is Queen of Silk by Creed. And last but definitely not least, if you're just seeking attention and you just want everybody to remember you, you want to get phone calls from your family members or text messages asking, what was that fragrance again that you say you were wearing? Pull it up on your phone, show it to me. Can you bring me a sample? That type of fragrance. None other than this one here. Guidance by Amouage, you guys. I'm telling you, this fragrance right here, if you're not in a very sociable mood, don't wear this fragrance. I'm telling you, because it is a conversation piece. And that fragrance is none other than Guidance by Amouage. You guys, this is conversation piece in a bottle, because it is going to garner a lot of attention. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. It has fragrance notes of pear, frankincense, hazelnut, saffron, rose, jasmine, sambac, osmanthus, citrus, sandalwood, akigali wood, ambergris, and vanilla. This fragrance, when I first got a sample of it, I didn't really understand it, but this fragrance definitely have some type of pheromones in it that just mix well with your own personal pheromones. And it definitely, this is not a unisex fragrance in my opinion. This is definitely one of those fragrances that is just meant for the girls. And like I said, you have to be in the mood to socialize, answer questions when you wear this fragrance here. So again, this is Guidance by Amouage. So you guys, that's my list. That was 12 fragrances. These fragrances are also great to gift if you were looking for a special Christmas gift for a special person. So let me know in the comments below, you guys, what are some of your favorite fragrances that put you in the mind of Christmas or the holidays, period. Because when I think of holidays, I'm thinking about Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So leave that in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I want to thank you so very much, and do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.